Hello and good evening. In tonight's news, we'll take a look at the extensive flooding that took place over this past weekend, along with guidelines public health officials released for keeping safe during cleanup efforts. Also, crime didn't stop over the weekend as Jasper police investigated a residential burglary. This past weekend, Du Bois County, along with much of southern Indiana, saw historical proportions of rain fall throughout Friday evening and continuing into Saturday. Local emergency services, along with state police, were kept busy on Friday evening, monitoring local creeks, the Patoka River, and roads as rain began to fall heavily when storms hit the area around 8:30 p.m. By midday Saturday afternoon, with rain somewhat subsiding, some parts of the county had received 9 inches of rain. According to Tammy Humbert, the director of the Du Bois County Emergency Management Agency, Huntingburg received 9 inches of rain, Celestine came in at 8 inches of rainfall, and Jasper reported rain measurements of 7 inches. By 7 a.m. on Saturday morning, reports had come in that due to the extensive rainfall, all roads in Du Bois County were becoming impassable. By the 7 a.m. hour, it was estimated that the county had received between 5 and 8 inches of rain. The National Weather Service had issued a flood warning for Du Bois County earlier Saturday morning due to reports that by 2 a.m. areas of central and southern Du Bois County had received up to 3 inches of rain. The Patoka River had breached its banks by 7 a.m., but the streets in Jasper had already seen flooding hours earlier. State police and local officials maintained flood barricades during the onslaught of downpour to keep drivers safe throughout Friday night and all day Saturday. According to NDOT, state crews are working to repair State Road 164, also known as Celestine Road, after torrential rain washed out a culvert beneath the road. Traffic on Interstate 64 had to be diverted at the 79-mile marker east of Ferdinand as floodwaters overcame the road at 9 a.m. on Saturday. The road was reopened later the same day, shortly after 2 p.m. On Saturday, the Red Cross set up in Huntingburg to provide relief to those who saw damage from the floodwaters. They were still in Huntingburg today handing out flood cleanup kits. If you or someone you know is in need of assistance due to flood damage, you can call the Southern Indiana American Red Cross chapter in Evansville at 812-471-7200. Donna Oding with the Du Bois County Health Department highlighted some of the steps those who were affected by flash flooding can take to stay safe and keep their environments mold-free.
With the flooding that happened in Du Bois County over the weekend, the health department wants to make sure that everybody knows that floodwaters and the residual that is left behind can certainly be a health hazard. First of all, we know that anything that has been saturated with floodwater is best to remove that if it cannot be adequately dried and aired out so that mold does not grow. It is much easier to stop the mold growth and to let the mold start to grow and then try to remediate it. But anybody that has asthma or allergies or other kind of breathing conditions is going to have to be very careful when they do any kind of cleanup.
Oding also noted that for anyone who will have to throw out large appliances that may have been ruined by flooding, such as refrigerators, deep freezers, stoves, or any large electric item, these larger appliances will not be accepted by the Du Bois County Solid Waste District, and that these types of larger items will need to be taken to a scrapyard such as Junket in Ireland. The Du Bois County Solid Waste District, however, will be accepting smaller electric appliances such as toasters, microwaves, or TVs at the Process Center located at 1103 South 350 West in Jasper. If you have any questions on what will be accepted at the Process Center, you can contact Carl Striegel-Winter at 812-481-7040 between the hours of 8 a.m. and 1 p.m. Monday through Friday. As for other parts of southern Indiana, namely Patoka Lake, rainfall on the marina side in Orange County reported 9.6 inches of rainfall, while on the dam side, which controls flow to the Patoka River, received 3.99 inches. Tom DeKemper, the spokesperson for the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers who works in maintenance for Patoka Lake, shared how the rainfall affected lake levels.
All the rain that fell in Crawford County we're going to collect now. That's 168 square miles that we'll collect. So all the rain fell well it needed to. We collected the biggest part. We're running minimum flows since 15 April. So there was only 22 CFS, which is the minimum we have to release by law. So the water treatment plant in Jasper has adequate storage and supply. So that's what we were at. We were already at minimum flow. There was nothing else we could have done. There's 98 square miles below us between the dam and Jaspers River Bridge down there, and so that 98 square miles is what the flooding is all about. The recent rain has elevated the lake by 5 feet. It went from winter pool to almost 2 feet above summer pool. So we're currently above where we should be for the entire summer recreation season.
As flooding subsides, 18 WJTS will keep you updated as we follow the effects of this story. In other news, police maintained law and order while also facing the hectic weekend of flooding. A Jasper man was placed under arrest over the weekend after he allegedly broke into a Jasper residence and stole a credit card. On Friday, officers with the Jasper Police Department were contacted about a burglary that had occurred. Officers learned that a stolen credit card was recently used at a Red Box kiosk, and through an investigation, police obtained a person of interest, but that person could not be immediately found. Early Saturday morning, a deputy with the DuBois County Sheriff's Department conducted an unrelated traffic stop on a vehicle and arrested 21-year-old Carlos Hernandez Castaneda of Jasper for possession of marijuana. As it turned out, Castaneda was the person of interest in the previous burglary case. He was booked into the DuBois County Security Center, and during the booking process, a jail staff located bank cards, driver's license, and gift cards police say all belonged to the victim of the burglary. During an interview, Castaneda told authorities that a Red Box video game may be in his hotel room. Officers located the fraudulently obtained video game along with 1 gram of methamphetamine inside Castaneda's hotel room. He was charged with 3 level 6 felonies of theft, fraud, and possession of methamphetamine, along with a level 4 felony count of burglary of a dwelling. Stay tuned. Coming up next is Monday with the Mayor, featuring Town Manager Chris James. Then it's Kirk Guxell with all your latest sports action, followed by your local weather outlook and 5-day forecast.